Hello Virgo, welcome back to my channel. This is Skeleton Key Tarot and this is a tarot card reading for Virgo. All Virgo placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wherever you've got Virgo in your chart or in your life, there's something in this message for you. And as always, cross watchers are welcome here too. So let's begin. Messages for Virgo, please. Virgo, it looks like you're working your way through, you're collaborating, straightening this out, straightening something out, collaborating with somebody very powerful. Venus and Virgo especially relevant here. Somebody who felt somewhat naive or excited is realizing that their idea of love is not exactly based in reality. Or, okay, this is a Taurus here, right? We've got somebody who has been for a long time fantasizing and dreaming about being together with this very attractive, spending time with this very attractive person, dreaming about it. Somebody who's very lonely, who really enjoys being alone, but also spends a lot of that free time fantasizing about love, thinking about love, looking for love, but is like, doesn't know where to find it. And this has taken a long time to establish some kind of practice or belief system here. Establishing small business. This is somebody who has been working on building themselves up, building up their finances in the meantime. You may even have had different relationships and there have been so many that have failed or that did not go the way that you wanted it to. But you still hold on to this idea. There's still this like, and I feel like I'm channeling somebody that speaks a different language than me. I feel it in my mouth, in my throat, in my, like, I feel this in my mouth, like, in an accent or something. It's different. I'm not trying to do that. So let me ground myself a little bit, because it looks like somebody has not given up on love. They are still dreaming of this, but there is this almost like naive sense of what love is, and this is what they, I don't want to say it's immature, it's just there's this idea of what romance and love and a love should be. It's like somebody who wants their Prince Charming, who sees themselves as a princess, who has maybe really is some kind of a princess, right? Like somebody who acts like it, wants the princess treatment. And so maybe they go out with people a lot and they just can't seem to find their Prince Charming. I just heard, someday my prince will come, someday, da 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 da, you know. And they're still looking for their knight in shining armor, their Prince Charming. But in the meantime, they're also like self-made. And it's like, once again, reality betrays the dream. Reality and the beautiful dream. Yeah, this is so sad. It's kind of exhausting. And they're tired of putting themselves out there. They just want this to change. There's almost like a foolishness here. There's the Nine of Cups. So are you looking for me to tell you that your dreams and wishes are all going to come true? Like you click on, somebody I'm connecting to clicks on a lot of love readings, and this shows how they feel. They feel so much passion or desire. They feel like such a hopeless romantic. Who I'm connecting to right now is such a hopeless romantic. This is very different from the other Virgo reading that I posted today, because I've been doing 2 readings per sign. Just feel like it lately. So, you know, if this one's not resonating, maybe look at the other one or look at other placements of your chart. You know, if this is your story, then this is your message. but this is a general reading for Virgo, so we could get personal details in a personal reading if you wanted to email me. But it looks like somebody has such a strong will, and they're still looking after all these years. You still believe, holding on to this belief, and never going to lower the standards, never going to give up on the dream, hopeless romantic, really want somebody to match your energy, and it's so hard to find Prince Charming in a world full of, I'm hearing all sorts of like a laundry list of problems. Like, okay, Virgo, you may be looking for the perfect one, and there may have been times in your past, in your relationships in the past, where somebody was a good person and they were just not good enough. Like, there was always something missing, or there was always something wrong, or something happened. Like, maybe he's wealthy, but he's not handsome. Maybe he's handsome, but he's rude. You know, bad manners. Maybe he's got a lot going for him. He's got a lot of potential, but he is already in another relationship. You know, I'm just seeing I'm seeing a list. I'm seeing, okay, I just heard the naughty list and the naughty, like the Santa Claus list, like writing a letter to Santa. And now I'm hearing this, yeah, like, okay, one thing at a time. They're writing a list to Santa Claus, writing out all the qualities, like maybe you even wrote this down in your journal or on a vision board, or like you wrote out all the different qualities of your ideal partner, man, woman, whatever you're looking for. I'm just going with the first thing that I see here. So you wrote out a list of all of the, you know, he or she is gonna be this way, this tall, this hair, this job, this much money, you know, these hobbies, these interests, this location at this time. Like, you were so specific. And so you think that there's just one person who's going to embody all of these things, and they're going to be available, and they're going to be interested in you, and you're going to meet them, and it's going to be all perfect, exactly right. And honestly, I'm here to say that you already know that this is not realistic. I do think you'll be getting some good news. I do think you're having some good news coming towards you from some direction in your life sooner rather than later. Okay, I just saw there's good news here, and I want you to be happy, and I want to see this as your happiness. I want to tell you that it's going to be great, and you're going to get everything you want, and they're going to be exactly the age, sex, location, preferences, all the way, everything off of your list. I really wish I could say that to you right now, but I have a voice in my head telling me right now, don't tell Virgo that they're going to meet their ideal partner, because Virgo's ideals are not realistic, and everybody in the tarot wants to believe that they're going to get everything they want when they want it. And that's all well and good, and maybe it's important for your manifestation to have faith and to claim this energy as your own, and to get the validation that you need. It's important for your emotional well-being. But there's this, I'm getting like, I'm channeling right now, by the way, so I'm sorry I'm talking weird, but it's like I'm getting this, okay, there's other things, that song, I'll remember to say the song, but I'm getting like, there's this, there's the crash, okay? It's like a dopamine rush. You get the dopamine of listening to a tarot card reader tell you everything that you want to hear, and you're like, yes, this is my message, I claim it, it's for me. And then the next day, when it doesn't show up on your doorstep the way that you expect, you have like a crash. I'm seeing a graph like, ooh, the dopamine, it goes up, and then boom, way down into and then you have this like despair where you Yeah, you really it's an emotional roller coaster, okay? And then the song, I was hearing a song when I was talking about the Santa list, and I was like, hold on a second. The song is Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream, bum 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 bum, make him the cutest that I've ever seen, bum 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 bum, give him to the love and devotion, da 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 da, Mr. Sandman. You know that song? Anyway, that's what I was getting. So I'm being told to do another spread for you. Hopeless romantic. Taurus. Okay, look at. You're a Virgo. There's a Taurus. Alright. Leo. Aries. So you're working together with some kind of. You have this powerful collaboration that you're also working on, in alignment with the laws of nature or the laws of the universe. Yeah, there's the Death card, the ultimate authority. Okay. You realize that being inflexible and something about realizing that you've got to be more flexible. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what I think you should do. I don't know you, and you need to listen to your own inner voice. Your own inner guide is the most important voice. The voice of your heart is the most important thing. You know what you want and need and all of this. But that said, I'm doing a tarot reading here, and the message of these three cards in the middle is a need to see things differently. If you are being too uptight about it, if you're being closed off and too frigid and rigid about it, if you're being too rigid, then it's time to be a little bit more flexible. Okay? And this is about receiving valid feedback. I don't want to see criticism, because I don't want to say I'm criticizing you or that you're being criticized by your spirit guides or anything, because you have a beautiful heart and you're a beautiful soul, and this is not a value judgment whatsoever. So I think that word can sometimes have negative associations, and it can become demoralizing. Oh, don't do this, you're wrong. Like, that's not the point. The point is to inspire you and help you and make you feel motivated to opening up to what really will give you a sense of peace and comfort and love. And only a matter of time here before you see things clearly, and it leads you straight into being very happy here. It's like you're being given some kind of an opportunity, and yet at the same time, it's like, will you reject every offer that comes your way because it's a 9 out of a 10 instead of a 10, and you know, are you being realistic? Is it okay to be Delulu? Well, I think it depends on what your goals are. Okay, I see some transformation process happening here. It's talking about time is passing and you're becoming more frustrated. Perhaps it's time for you to be a little more open-minded to what is love. Is it love to have a checklist? Is that love? Or is that like a contract of, like, are you going down to the partner store, the husband store, the wife's store, you know, going to the supermarket and picking up your next partner, picking them out from a shelf or ordering them off of Amazon, and you're looking for the perfect one? Or I see you on dating apps and you're swiping and rejecting hundreds of people. And okay, maybe 99% of the people that you reject really are not meant for you, obviously. But are you frustrated, as I feel like you might be? Hopeless romantic, Virgo, perfectionist. Are you closing yourself off to what could be rewarding experiences and fruitful relationships and loving partnerships because your shopping list, your laundry list of your wish list, I should say, and it's not realistic. And also, you know, I don't want to be harsh, so I'm trying to find like the most polite way I can say this to just be honest with you without discouraging you or demoralizing or telling you you're, you know, bad or wrong, because you're not. You're a sweetheart. But at the same time, like, are you applying the same criticism to yourself that you criticize others? What if, you know, are you applying the same criteria to yourself? And I just heard, I'm way harder on myself than I am. Okay, so you may be way harder on, are you really harder on yourself than you are with others? Is that even the way to go? Should you even be as hard on yourself as you are on others? Okay, so I was just asking you, are you critiquing yourself and using the same standards that you use to critique other potential partners? And I just heard you say that you're even harder on yourself than you are on them. And I don't know if this is the right thing to do. I'm not sure that this is a valuable contribution to your happiness. Is this working for you? Because it seems like you are not feeling very good about your love situation. Yeah, it's like heartbreak. Are you protecting yourself from failure, betrayal, heartbreak, sorrow, and suffering by avoiding getting into any relationships, and then protecting yourself from criticism or critique or self-analysis by saying it's the other person's fault 100% of the time? Do you really analyze yourself? Are you really? Okay, if you say so, it's up to you. Protection, umbrella. Also, it's raining outside today, and I just got this umbrella card. This is about protection, and it's about listening. This is like opening up, listening and hearing the message. It's like you're protecting yourself, and this is the core of, with the crystal here. This is the heart of the matter. Is that, can you listen to this? Are you open? There's a portal here opening up for you. Yes, it's important for us to have standards and to protect ourselves, but are you protecting yourself and closing yourself off to helpful guidance? What could be constructive critique? And so you maintain that you are lonely. You maintain that you wish you had a partner, that you don't want to be alone. And yet, is that true? What did I just say? I'm trying to remember what I just said. Because I feel like that was it. That was the heart of the matter here. Hopeless romantic, Virgo, perfectionist, lover. Darling, listen. You might be protecting yourself, overly protecting yourself, being very, very cautious. Yes, okay, good idea. But it's saying to me right now, this is not coming from a place of valuing yourself or protecting yourself. It's coming from a place of projection and insecurity. Like the fear of commitment. But instead of just saying, oh, I don't want to be in a relationship because I don't think anybody will ever really love me for who I am in all of my messiness, my messy glory. I just heard my imperfections. I've got to overcompensate for these imperfections because I don't believe anybody will really love me if they see me, and this is sad. But so it becomes a lot more comfortable to say, well, nobody lives up to my standards, therefore I will reject everybody, and it's not my fault that nobody lives up to my standards. And this gives you a good reason not to get close to anybody, which is what you want to do. You don't want to get close to anybody, and it takes the responsibility off of you, and you get to avoid criticism. Because to accept the criticism would be to look at yourself as being less than perfect. And I think somebody is like screaming at me, like, nuh-uh, no, I can see my flaws. And it's like, yes, of course you can. And of course, take this reading as it resonates. You know, this might not be for you. Maybe it's for somebody else who is open to hearing this. With the ear, it's like, open your ears to hearing this matter. You are protecting yourself from the truth. And maybe it's time to listen, or take, maybe just think about it. I see you being able to change and needing to make a change, because this is frustrating and it's heavy on you and it's an unnecessary burden. Okay. I want to get some tea leaf cards. Well, it's not my fault everybody else is not good enough for me. It's like, are you even good enough for you? No. So why, it's like, so why would you want to add another imperfect person? It's like opening yourself up to these imperfections and these other relationships. I'm not saying to lower your standards or to accept something that's not actually good enough for you. I'm saying that you're missing out on what could be good times, good experiences, learning experiences, yeah, but like good relationships with good enough people, because you're not seeing them clearly, because this wish list is flawed somehow. Like it's like the wish list gets in the way of the wish fulfillment. What you really want is to feel good, to feel valued, cherished. You want that devotion. Yeah, but like, what if he's short and ugly? It's like, oh my God. Okay, good point. Oh, okay, point taken. Yeah. No, of course you want somebody who's going to be attractive and fun. But it's like, and you know, you want somebody who's smart and, you know, sexy and available and into you as much as you're into them, and reciprocal, and yeah, those are all important things. I don't know, can you look at your little wish list and can you see just like maybe one thing that you could be a little more flexible? Like, do you have to meet them on like April 8th at 3:33 p.m. underneath the eclipse? You know what I mean? Like, it just has to be under the eclipse at 3:33 p.m. on April 8th, 2024, or it's never gonna happen. Like, is that realistic? Is it realistic to believe that you're gonna meet them and without ever having to leave your house? And is it realistic to, like, what if you meet somebody who could be really good, but you don't give them a chance because of some, like, almost like a superficial reason, or I'm seeing you. Okay, let me tell you my vision. Let me see if I can articulate what I'm seeing. Oops, something just fell on the floor. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit. Oh God, I'm like hitting the table. Unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Dealing with a relationship with a woman with dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes. Happiness and well-being. You are on the road to success. A wish is granted. Okay, this is good. You feel something's missing in your life, but you're going to be gaining some money from something that you did in the past. It looks like you're on the road to success here. A wish will be granted. I did see that. Happiness, well-being, especially we've got somebody here who's got dark complexion. And you need to plan ahead for being happy. Plan on being happy. I think maybe somebody is like planning on being miserable and defending themselves and missing out on an opportunity because the energy that it's putting out into the universe is somehow like, look, I'm not trying to blame you for something. I'm trying to maybe give you the message that's coming through today that your guides want you to know, that the cards are saying that I'm being guided to tell you. So let me tell you what I was seeing in the vision before this came out. There's a hotel. You're in a hotel lobby. And you are checking into the hotel. Okay, this is a story. It's a parable. It's a case study. It's just an example. It doesn't have to be literal. Maybe it's figurative for you. Okay, you're beautiful. I see you. You're very curvy. You're wearing, it's almost like you're on vacation in a hot climate, tropical, or in the south, Atlanta, or you're visiting, you're on vacation, spring break, and you're wearing like a form-fitting dress, like a bodycon dress and a jean jacket, like a denim jacket and your sunglasses, and you've got dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes, and you've got your suitcase. You're very curvy. I can see you from behind. You're curvy. And anyway, you're in the lobby of the hotel and you go up to the counter, right, to check in at the desk. And there is a man behind. I'm getting a chill. Okay, I'm getting a chill up my body right now. So this is confirmation. There's a man. So you're a woman. You've got your hair straightened and like you're looking good. You smell good, whatever. So we're going up. We're checking in. And this man behind the counter is immediately attracted to you. He loves your style. He loves your body. He loves your voice. He loves your attitude. He just immediately attracted. He may be a Taurus. He's a reliable man. He's solid. He's stable. But he's working behind the counter at the hotel. And, okay, I get it now. I get it. Ready? Stick with me. He's working behind the counter at the hotel, and he's just acting like the bellboy. You get the impression that he's the bellboy. Like, he's just there to take to check it, like checking you in. And so he's kind of flirting with you, and you're like rejecting him immediately. Like, no, I do not date servants, sir. I do not date the help, sir. You know, this is your attitude towards him. And he loves this about you. But he actually, he's the owner of the hotel. You don't know this about him. He runs his own business and it saves him a lot of money by doing it himself. He's the owner of the hotel, but you're treating him like he's the bag carrier. You know what I mean? Like the bellhop. Like, I don't know what people call it. What do you call it? The servant, the valet. You're treating him like a valet. Like he's room service. And you don't understand. He actually owns he owns the hotel. He's the owner of the hotel. Okay? But because you only see him at his job here working behind the counter, you think, oh, I don't date, people like you because you are just working behind the counter. What do you make? $15 an hour? Please, you can't afford me. Like, this is who I'm talking to. This is your attitude who I'm talking to. And this is what I mean. Like, something kind of superficial is holding you back from being in a decent relationship, because you're judging people by some kind of standard that is a good set of standards. Like, I'm not telling you to lower your standards. I'm telling you that you need to be a little bit more open-minded and flexible about the way that you apply your standards to people, and make sure that it's realistic. Because if you think that this man does not own this hotel, you would be wrong, ma'am. Ma'am, please. You're like, okay, so that's the message. That is it. That is the message. Okay? That's what I've got. So don't take it literally. You're on the road to success. This could be figurative. This could be a parable. It's a parable. It's a story that shows you the meaning, shows you the moral of the story. It's painting a picture for you of what I mean to say, and what your guides want you to know, and what the cards are talking about in this reading today. That's what I've got for you today, Virgo. Yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, or like, don't judge the man by his apparent position in the organization, because this man, he may be a Taurus, and he's good with money, and he's saving money by running the hotel himself. And that actually makes him, he's actually a millionaire. But because of your, he likes that you have standards, but if you treat him like shit, he's going to judge you by that. He does not like people who treat the waitress like, like, if you go out to a restaurant with somebody who could be a good match for you, don't get arrogant. Be a little bit humble with this rich man. There's this need, and this could be you. If you go out with somebody, do the restaurant test. When you take somebody out to a restaurant, the way that they treat the worker at the restaurant. Okay, you're going to go out with a millionaire, and he's going to take you to a okay restaurant. He's not going to take you to the fancy place on the first date, because he wants to see if you have gratitude. If you are arrogant, he doesn't want to deal with you. Wow. And so he's going to take you, and the way that you speak to the waitress or the waiter or the servant or the bag boy or the bellhop or the, you know what I'm saying? The way that you speak to the valet is going to show him everything that he needs to know about you. And this will show you everything you need to know about this person too. If you're a millionaire, but you've got a dark heart, like a dark, you know what I mean? Like, if you are nasty to people, if you're mean to people that you perceive as beneath you, then you do not have you don't have that aristocratic quality. You can't be the aristocracy, okay? You can't be the boss. He doesn't want you to be his queen and run his organization like this. He runs a certain kind of organization based on, like, his employees really look up to this man because he is hands-on and he does not put himself above. He sees himself as equal because he came from a humble place. He has humble beginnings. So if he takes you out and he spends $50 on lunch, and you're like, oh, this is not good enough, I'm not, because there's videos like this out there where women are humiliating these men who are bringing them out on a date. And like, oh, I'm not going to the Cheesecake Factory. Okay, that's your choice, but I'm telling you, you're going to miss one. You're going to miss a real millionaire. You're going to miss a real good-hearted, golden-hearted person who came from humble beginnings and is grateful for what he has. And he wants a partner who is grateful and a little, humble. Like, say thank you and smile. And you don't have to go on a second date, but you need to conduct yourself as a certain kind of way to get this man's respect. And you want to miss out on a good one because you're too good for Cheesecake Factory? I mean, are you? You work at the grocery store. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, I saw that other video where the man brought this woman to Starbucks. And she's like, this is da-da-da. She's like filming it, humiliating him publicly because he wanted to go to... He invited her out to coffee. She said, yes, I will go out to coffee. Or drinks or something, and she dressed in this stupid little dress, and like she didn't look that good, but you are a prize. I'm just, look, I'm not trying to criticize what she looked like, all right? That's not my point. My point is inspiration and motivation to do better, and be spiritually awakened and grateful, and have this glowing heart of golden gratitude, and leveling up your spirituality as well, and thinking about your soul and not just these limited beliefs of what materialism and like somebody's a little too materialistic, and this is definitely ruining your life. You're not going to be that millionaire's wife if you don't have gratitude for the $50 lunch or for the Starbucks coffee. You're going to miss out on a good one. You're being warned, because you're going to have to repeat this karmic cycle again if you don't. Yeah. So your wish is going to be granted, but you need to plan ahead for this road to success. There's a dark man. Look at this man. The dark man and the dark woman, they are soulmates. You should accept valid criticism. Look at this. There's a ladder. You're climbing towards success. You should accept valid criticism. There's also a fair hair woman here. An ear. Look at this. Look at this. Confirmation. The ear. Good news. This is the birth of a new opportunity. This is a new opportunity. So there could be a fair hair woman, but I was seeing a dark woman. Dark hair. Dark complexion. Accept valid criticism, climbing towards success. You want to climb that ladder? You're going to have to take certain valid criticism. Look at, they're looking at each other. Oh my goodness. This is confirmation that what I'm saying is true. Good news. You have the ear. Now you have two ears. Look at that. They're two opposite ears, like two sides of the same coin, two sides of the same head, two ears of the same head. So I don't know. Accept valid criticism, climbing towards success. A wish is granted. You're going to get what you want. There's nothing wrong with having standards. But if you end up, you could be blinded. I'm just saying. These are unsettled times. You need to plan ahead for the way that you're going to conduct yourself if you're going to be happy. Because I have a feeling that men, women, whatever, everybody is like, also, you may have a baby. There's that kangaroo. It's about nurturing, loving, caring. You want to be loving and caring. If you want to have a baby with somebody, they're looking for somebody like who's going to teach their babies to have good values, good morals. All right? So you want to present yourself as the beautiful, humble, but like you don't want to be humble, like lower standards. You want to be like smooth, aristocratic, unbothered. Even if you don't want to go to Dunkin' Donuts, okay, so you go out with somebody and they bring you to Dunkin' Donuts and you don't really like Dunkin' Donuts, you know, but the smooth, charming thing, the feminine wisdom thing to do, the attractive thing to do is to get a little something, smile and say thank you, and then go along your merry way. You don't have to ruin it with like, but you don't have to go out with them again either. You know what I mean? But this is going to be impressive to the right one. Right? I'm just saying, like, you don't have to agree with me. That's just what I'm picking up on today. And I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I want you to be happy. You are on the road to success, to getting your wish fulfillment here. And we saw that 9 of Cups before too. And I want to tell you, yes, this is, but here's the thing. I'm not just going to bullshit you or blow smoke up your ass and say, oh yeah, you're definitely going to get everything that you want. Because yes, you probably will, but there's a way to go about doing it. And for whoever I'm reading for, you maybe needed to hear this. And if you didn't need to hear this, then I guess check your other placements and have a wonderful day. And you know, like, share, and subscribe anyway, please. Because I love you. And you love me. No, I'm just kidding. Someone's trying to come between you and a friend or something that you wanted. But money is coming in. You're getting this money coming in. Beware of this arrogant person. Opportunities are waiting for you. You are going to get in the way of what you want if you are arrogant. But there's an opportunity coming to you. It's a windfall. It's a beautiful blessing coming into your life. And if you think it's cute to go around acting like this, you're going to miss out on the best one. You're going to miss out on a good opportunity, and you're not going to be very happy about that. Yeah, so yeah. You're going to get this new opportunity very soon coming in for you. Somebody going to message you because you're beautiful. You're very beautiful. Very attractive person, and you know your worth, which is good. Yes, you should know your worth. You you should also be perceptive enough to know other people's worth too. You know your own worth. Can you see what somebody else is worth just by looking at them? Not always. Sometimes the owner of the hotel is working behind the desk that day. Okay? So, I'm going to leave it there, Virgo. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was a service to you. If you enjoyed this and you'd like a personal reading, my email's in the description box below. You can email me. I'll let you know how it works. You let me know what you need. But in any case, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me today. And I'll see you in the next one, okay? Bye.